Alright, Luke, here we have your delivery. We're looking up the upline and downline as opposed to side, which we do a lot of. Okay, just kind of want to look, mainly making sure that we're staying on line and staying straight to the target. One of the things here is when we're coming up with your knee here, we want to make sure, and I know we can see it from the back, but what happens here is when we kind of rock back to the back leg to get our weight over that back leg, I'd like you to keep this bent leg here, okay? Keep this bent leg so that you should be right about there, and it kind of straightens a bit as you come up to your posture, and you can see your weight never really shifts back a little bit. Okay, we want a little bit of shift back so we can get that weight as far away from the plate before we start going toward the plate. Okay, because what happens when you straighten it, now as we start to go down, now you bend a little bit too much. Okay, you can see we bend a little bit too much, and we get that knee out past the toe of your foot. Okay, right there's comes out past there. You can see it dip down too much. Okay, what we'd want to do is just drive off from this. The other thing I want to show you is you can see a little bit of a turn here where you got this knee coming back toward second base. Okay, and this ends up turning your shoulders a little bit. Okay, because of this turn, this is what causes you when you turn back your shoulders, when you turn everything back this way. Okay, then when you land, you got to turn it back out and get straight again, and sometimes you are and sometimes you aren't. Okay, so I want to try and get rid of that so that we get a little bit more straight toward your target. I mean, you do a real good job here, but let's get it straight toward the target. Okay, the other thing I want to show you is with your arm, we get this arm here. Okay, swings out there instead of just directing it right at your target. Okay, let's bring that glove. Okay, if you do it with a bent forearm or whatever, but I think if you straighten up and get a little more square to the target, you'll take this forearm right at your target. Okay, and not swing that arm out as much. Okay, you eventually get there. Okay, but let's just keep all that on target. I think if you drive off that back leg from here, you're a good spot. Okay, if you drive off that back leg from here and drive toward the target down the mound, you're going to do a couple of things. One, you're going to get this foot to land a little sooner. Okay, I don't mean shorter, I mean sooner. You can see here, see how it kind of floats. That whole floating action right there, it's floating instead of just moving basically from here straight down to here. Okay, instead we kind of come around. See right here, you could go here and go straight down that line. It kind of goes around, kind of a little bit of swinging action, and then you end up floating it as a result. Okay, because of that arm does get up there, before you get to landing. Okay, right about there, you're just a hair off. Okay, and what we're looking for here is you got a little bit of a lean, a little bit of a too much stretch here in this arm. Okay, I'd prefer to see this arm come straight back this way. Okay, with that elbow, and then with the angle that you have, this perfect angle right here. Okay, you should see the arm coming here and then up. Okay, so when you're bringing that elbow up, the hand should come up and it'll be in a semi-cocked position by the time you get to landing. Okay, right about there you're at landing. Okay, you can see pretty good. You got a pretty good stretch there, and then as a result, you can see that you got a low elbow here. Okay, and that's what I'm trying to fix. Is all this is trying to fix that low elbow. So when you're going from here, trying to get that elbow up first. Okay, bring that out right here is where that elbow needs to start coming up. Okay, as soon as you hand brake, concentrate on bringing that elbow up, and you can even bend the arm. I think you got the straight arm here. You can bend that arm and get that elbow up first. That way your hand's coming up, and then get in a good landing position. Okay, as far as your landing position goes, besides the foot floating, okay, pretty good on line. You can see from both of those, we've fixed that. Okay, you're back to landing on line. Okay, you go from here straight there towards your target. Okay, and then just taking that lead arm and pulling that torso through. Okay, and here you got good, and you can see that a lot better from the side view, but that's not what we're looking at here. You can see you're in a good 3/4 position here. Okay, knees stable, moves just slightly out to the out, and you can see that momentum there. Okay, takes your knee out just slightly. Okay, before it braces up. Okay, so that's just that little turn that you have, that little counter rotation turn that you have by bringing that knee up, which you fixed a lot, but it's still there just slightly. Okay, and get those shoulders a little bit more square, stay sideways here, and as you land that, driving down that mound and landing, and that'll keep that knee from swaying out there a little bit. But overall, good release here, nice flat back finish, eyes on target. That all looks really good. Okay, good job.